Welcome to another masterclass in the art of lying poorly, where our protagonist demonstrates that if you're going to trespass, maybe don't do it in front of your neighbor's security cameras while she's watching you live. October 9th, 2024. Officers respond to a trespassing call, and what unfolds is a beautiful symphony of denial, backtracking, and excuses that would make a politician blush. Let's break down this performance, shall we? Scene 1. The confident denial. Mark starts strong. Were you in her apartment? No, sir. I literally just got back. Clean, simple, confident. The officer even gives him multiple chances. You sure you weren't in that apartment? Yes, sir. Beautiful commitment to the bit. Then comes the plot twist that absolutely nobody saw coming, except for the neighbor who was literally watching him on her security camera. The officer pulls out a screenshot. This isn't you in her apartment. And just like that, Mark's entire strategy crumbles faster than a house of cards in a hurricane. Who is that then, dude? I don't know. Ah, yes, the classic, that's not me in the photo, that's clearly me defense. The Shaggy defense, as the officer so perfectly calls it, because nothing says innocent like pretending you have an identical twin who just happens to dress exactly like you and enter your neighbor's apartment. But here's where it gets delicious. The officer gives him one more chance, one final opportunity to stop digging this hole. One more chance. Were you in that apartment? And Mark finally cracks. Yes, sir, I was. Thank you, Mark. Now we can talk. And talk he does. Oh boy, does he talk. Suddenly the door was open. Suddenly he was just checking on the kids. Suddenly he's concerned citizen Mark, neighborhood watch extraordinaire, performing wellness checks on children he can barely identify. The door was open becomes his mantra, his security blanket, his get-out-of-jail-free card that absolutely does not work that way. He repeats it so many times you'd think if he says it enough, the laws of trespassing will simply cease to apply. Let's examine his evolving story, because it's a work of art. First, he peeked in, just a little peek. Then, well, maybe he walked in, just to check. Then he looked around a bit, for safety. And throughout all of this, the officer's patience is genuinely impressive as he watches Mark add layers to this excuse cake like he's on a cooking show. The concerned neighbor routine is particularly inspired. He's worried about the 12 or 13-year-old son, whose name he doesn't know, whose school he doesn't know, whose bus schedule he doesn't know, but he's very concerned. So concerned that he entered a cracked open apartment, without knocking, without calling out, without doing any of the things an actual concerned person would do. The officer asks the perfect question. You don't hear anything distressing inside? Nobody calling for help? No. So you heard nothing wrong, saw a door slightly ajar, and decided the appropriate response was to commit trespassing? That's some incredible logic right there. But wait, it gets better. Mark pulls out his trump card. Section 8 people. Black people, specifically, as he so helpfully clarifies. Because nothing justifies entering someone's home without permission, quite like casual racism mixed with unsubstantiated crime fears. He mentions break-ins that were never reported to police, bike thefts documented only with the housing association, and various incidents that conveniently justify his vigilante home inspection service. The officer, maintaining professional composure that deserves an award, methodically dismantles every excuse. Was there a police report? No. So we don't have any documentation? No, just with the association. Right, because housing associations are definitely equipped to handle criminal investigations. And then comes the beautiful detail that ties this whole package together. The camera. Mark swears he didn't disconnect it. The neighbor says it got disconnected. Might have been a glitch, offers the officer with the kind of deadpan delivery that suggests he knows exactly what happened, but is enjoying watching Mark squirm. Throughout this entire interaction, Mark keeps circling back to his greatest hits. The door was open, he was concerned about the kid, he just wanted to make sure everything was okay. It's like watching someone try to convince you the sky is green while you're both standing outside on a clear day. The officer points out the obvious. If you're concerned about a child's safety, you call 911. You don't perform unauthorized home inspections. You don't enter someone's residence without permission. You definitely don't do it while they're watching you on camera in real time. And here's the kicker. Mark admits he's been drinking. So we've got a drunk man entering his neighbor's apartment uninvited, claiming to perform safety checks on a child whose name he doesn't know, at a time when school isn't even out yet, based on crimes he never reported, while disconnecting her security camera that he swears he didn't disconnect. The transformation from "I was never there" to "I was there but the door was open" to "I've been there before but only when invited" to "Okay, yes, I trespassed but I had good reasons" happens so smoothly you almost miss it. Almost. What we're watching here is a man who thought he could talk his way out of being caught on camera in 2024 with timestamps and live footage. The audacity is almost admirable. The officer's final explanation is perfect. "Initially, I told you it was a citation. Normally trespassing is, but since it's a house, it upgrades to criminal." Mark's face as he realizes he's going to jail, not just getting a ticket, is the chef's kiss on this entire situation. Now, I've given you the highlights, the best moments of this train wreck. But the full video is even better. Stick around after this, because you're about to watch the complete body cam footage where you can see every lie, every excuse, and every backtrack in all its unedited glory. Trust me, seeing the whole thing unfold in real time is an experience you don't want to miss. The moral of this story: if you're going to commit crimes, maybe don't do it in the age of Ring cameras and live streaming security systems. And definitely don't lie to police when they literally have photographic evidence of you committing said crimes. Also, "the door was open" is not a legal defense. It's not even a good excuse. It's just words you say while digging yourself deeper into a hole you'll eventually need a lawyer to climb out of. Mark was charged with criminal trespassing and taken to jail. And somewhere, a neighbor is probably upgrading her security system and double-checking her locks. Now sit back and enjoy the full video, because this disaster deserves to be seen in its complete, uninterrupted glory.
What's up, Mark? I'm Jorge.
Yeah.
Give me just a second. Come talk to me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on right now.
Okay. I just got back from
Yeah.
taking
All right, dude. So we pretty much got the call
Okay.
saying who's the neighbor that lives right there in the four.
Her name is. Yes.
Okay. All right. So she gave us a call.
Okay.
And she's saying that you were in her apartment.
No, sir. I literally just got back from.
I don't know.
I understand.
All right. You know what I mean? This is my first time meeting you. It's your first time meeting me. We're just saying that we got that call that you were in a apartment or disconnected the phone line or anything like that.
Oh, no.
You ever had any issues?
Never.
Like that?
Oh,
Have you ever been inside her apartment?
Never, sir.
No? Okay.
Okay. I literally just got back from picking up our.
Yeah, and that's what your folks are saying. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what your folks are saying. We're just, like I said, dude, we get a call.
I understand.
We got to come check out, make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, no, I literally just pulled in from taking our neighbors or picking her daughter up from the school here and pulling in.
Okay. All right. You've been drinking it all today?
No, sir.
No weapons on you, nothing like that?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I literally just
all right, perfect.
Just walked in.
Were you in Sigma Nu before?
No, this is actually
okay.
Sigma Phi.
Okay.
So.
All right, for sure. Okay. All right. Give me just a second, dude. I just want to see what more information we can gather. I appreciate you coming out to talk to me, though. That means the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just got to check some stuff out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Right, cool. Are you sure you weren't in that apartment, dude?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So she's not going to show me a screenshot of you in that apartment?
Right.
She's not?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. What'd she say? This isn't you in her apartment?
No, sir.
Who is that then, dude?
I don't know.
What are we doing now?
Nothing.
Now you're just lying to me, dude. Right?
Ask her if she wants to sign complaint.
Yeah. One more chance. Yes, sir. Were you in that apartment?
Yes, sir.
You were in that apartment?
I was.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark. All right, let's work, dude. All right, now we can talk.
The door was open, honestly, so I was checking, making sure the kids were okay, because sometimes her older son is here, and stuff like that. That's all I did.
Okay.
And just make sure, because her son sometimes stays home from school. The door was open.
Are you freaked out, dude? Okay.
Well, because I wasn't sure, because like I said, the door is open. I swear to God.
Okay.
And I just wanted to make sure that there was nobody there and stuff like that inside their apartment, stuff like that.
Okay.
I didn't do anything wrong in their apartment. All I did was do a quick look around, and I left, sir.
All right.
I didn't touch anything. I didn't do anything.
I mean, Mark, you.
All I did, like I said, sir. All I did was.
Dude. Okay.
I hear
I'm
you.
sorry. I hear you.
Okay.
It makes it a lot easier to work with you when you're telling us the truth. Okay.
Like I said, the door is open. I just wanted to make sure that there was nobody in their
What
apartment.
does she want to do?
I didn't.
She's debating on it.
Okay, well, tell her. It's either a yes or a no. It's not a hard
¿Quieres
question.
hacer así o no? Porque aquí estamos.
Yeah.
Is this something you have an agreement with her to do, to walk in the apartment? I'm gonna guess no.
No. I just, like I said, the door is open. As you can tell, the door is actually, we walked into the apartment.
Okay.
You felt, so I just wanted to make sure that everything was okay. Her older son does stay home here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure everything was okay and stuff, sir.
Yeah, slow down, dude. Okay.
All right, have a seat here.
Yes, sir.
On the curb. All right.
How many times have you gone into that apartment, dude?
This is the first time, sir.
First time?
Like I said, the door is open, which made me skeptic.
Right.
Because her son does stay home here a lot by himself and stuff like that. So I just wanted to make sure that, everything was, there was nobody else in the apartment and stuff like that, sir.
All right. And she's telling us that you didn't have permission to go in there, right?
No, but like I said,
But
the door
was open.
And so I wanted to make sure that there was nothing harmful with their older son. Because the older son does stay home quite often and stuff like that.
Okay. I hear you, dude. I hear you. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I can't tell you anything. If he wants to tell you that's up to him, but he's not going to jail. Yeah, in just a second, boss. I appreciate it. He's not going to jail or anything right now, okay? He's going to be issued a citation for trespassing.
I'm missing the start of this. So the door is open to the
door is cracked open, and the son stays home a lot. The older son,
okay.
I think he's 12 or 13. And I saw the door cracked open, so I just peeked my head in there to look and make sure that everything was okay, because I didn't want the kids to be harmed, and I left.
Do you have any reason to believe that they were harmed or that they would be harmed?
No, but we have some Section 8 black people over here that have been broken in actually to our place, and they walk around a lot. So I just want to make sure that nothing was harmed to the kid.
Yeah, no, but I mean that doesn't give a green light to start going in any apartment.
No, like I said, all I did was just peeked in and stuff like that, and went back out, sir.
Mark, you didn't just peek in, dude. Come on, why are we lying?
No, I'm saying I went in there to make sure that see if the kid was there and stuff like that. Make sure because he plays video games in his room and stuff like that, sir.
Okay.
No, you guys call 911, right?
Okay.
That's what we do.
Okay.
If we're concerned about somebody inside or concerned about a 12 or 13
Yes, sir.
year old, we call the police and the police come and investigate. Yeah. Because just judging by this call, it didn't sound like she was all too thrilled that you were in her apartment.
No, I understand, sir.
So I get it. If we're all friendly, we're all on the same page. We got an agreement between neighbors. Yeah, that's one story. But another story is that if we don't have that understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
So you were just in there to check on these kids for some reason?
Yes, sir.
That's not strange to you?
What do you mean?
You have no agreement with her before? You haven't done this?
Like I said, the kid
And you've been in here before, correct?
No.
That's a lie, too.
What do you mean?
Because you've been in her apartment before. She has you on video.
No, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't call me a liar. You're on video.
I'm sorry, sir.
You were lying to us before. We showed you a picture of yourself,
Yes, sir.
and you played the Shaggy defense. Oh, that's not me. 100% that's you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not bullshitting you.
I understand, sir.
So you need to stop.
Okay, sir.
If we find out you took anything,
I did
you're
not,
going to get charged with a burglary.
I did not, sir.
All right.
I did not.
Wait here. We'll have
Yes,
paperwork.
sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
Are you guys on a good terms, speaking relationship? You guys are on good terms.
Can we say hi?
Mr. President.
Okay. And
So,
have you ever been
what's your name?
invited to that apartment before?
Yes.
By her?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
No,
I'm not talking to you.
about
Actually, can you go inside for a moment? You just keep interrupting me and you're not involved in this. You go inside for me.
Once the upstairs neighbor had a leak, and she asked me to come into her apartment to see what the leak was and stuff like that, and see if they can get hold of the upstairs neighbor because it was coming into their apartment.
8 months ago, you knocked on her door.
No. She was out here and she knocked on my door and asked me if I can get a hold of the upstairs neighbor because their sink was leaking into her apartment.
And at what point did you go inside her apartment?
When she invited me to look at the damage that was causing.
So that was 8 months ago. Have you gone in their apartment since?
No, sir.
Okay. Has she invited you back since?
No, sir.
She's willing to.
Do you have the authority to go inside her apartment?
No, sir.
And today, you are saying that there is an open front door.
Yes, sir.
And how open was it?
It was cracked.
Okay, by a couple inches?
Yes, sir.
Have you been drinking?
Yes, sir.
So, cracked a couple inches. And you decided that, but do you hear anything inside?
No, that's why I went in there and to check, see if the kid was okay.
But you don't hear anything distressing inside?
No, sir.
You don't hear anybody calling for help? You don't hear a boy or a young child calling for help?
No, because normally he's got his headphones on, he plays video games on his computer.
But at this point, you just see that the door is just cracked open by
Yes,
about
sir.
an inch.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you try calling out inside the apartment before you go in?
No, sir.
So you didn't knock and say, hello, is everybody okay? You just walked.
I did not.
And did you get a response?
No, sir.
Okay.
But no, like I said, normally he's got his headset on.
What is his name? Do you know his last name?
I do not, sir.
Well, I'm just asking because you're very concerned about him, so I anticipate you would at least know his first and last name. 100%.
I believe so, yes, sir.
Do you know what school he goes to?
I do not, sir.
Okay. Does he go to school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How old? You said 12, 13?
Yes, sir.
Middle school?
Yes, sir.
You don't know what middle school it is?
I do not, sir.
Okay. Does he take a bus?
Yes, he does. He pulls right over here.
Okay. What time does the bus come back?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you see where I'm going with this? School's not even out. We're talking about 1:30 and school.
I know, but normally sometimes he does stay home and then the father picks him up and stuff like that. Or
No, but it's a normal school day.
I understand.
So
sometimes he does stay home. So, like I said, I was just concerned for their safety. That's all I did.
I understand, and
Okay,
I'm trying to just get to the indication of why you were concerned for his safety. What led you to think?
We've got some Section 8 people over here, and they've broken into my mom's apartment here already and stuff like that. They've broken into our bike room and stuff, and they've stolen bikes. They've sat there and they've peed in the back room and stuff like that. Like I said, they almost broke into my mom's place while she was home while I was at work, and so I was just.
And this is all documented through our police department.
My mom didn't fill out a police report. No, she did not.
Okay, what about the garage?
We have with the association actually.
Was there a police report made?
No.
So we don't have any documented.
No, just with the association. Just with our association.
How long ago was that?
About a year ago, sir.
Okay. Victim wanting to sign complaints.
Yeah.
Did she have the live video? Oh, you know what? That brings up my next question. Did you disconnect the camera?
I did not, sir.
No, she said she got it back. Might have been a glitch.
A glitch? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because she was able to watch us walking around there.
Okay. So she sent a video.
She sent the screenshot of him in the front.
Okay. And
wearing the same exact clothes. With the timestamp.
And at no point is she watched him live and she wasn't able to see that he took anything, right?
No, she saw him walk around a little bit, and then she calls us. So initially I told you it was a citation on the lawn. Normally trespassing is, but since it's a house, it upgrades it to resident. So that's why you're going in.
Okay.
We're going to go back to the station. We're going to process you.
Okay.
You will get some paperwork with a court date, and then you can call somebody to come pick you up.